I don't know if I'll ever fully know if I'm doing the right thing because I feel like I can always do more, especially with the foundation. But one thing that I learned earlier this year was just, if you can just help someone and then go out and reach just one more person, like that's something that stuck with me, was just one more, you know, just see if you can touch one more life. Like don't be like, I want to change the world, I want to change this. Just change one life and just help one person. And that goes such a long way, because if we can all just help one person, I think we'd be set. First trip to La Paz was about 2 years ago. This was our first project with the foundation, so we had no clue what we were gonna do. It's from Mars, my NASA Luna. Oh, come on.
Do it.
When we got here, made friends and just kind of showed what disc golf was. And in that process, we started installing baskets and tee pads and kind of just walked them through the situation. This was an area that never heard of disc golf.
The first time the idea of growing disc golf in Mexico crossed my mind was definitely through the project here at La Paz and the Paul McBeth Foundation. Being part of that foundation right from the start, being on the board, we talked a lot about what our first project was going to be, and it turned out it was Mexico here in La Paz, and so it was super exciting to be a part of it.
We only put in 9 holes at first because it was our first project. It was a really cool experience because we got to show disc golf to a lot of youth, a lot of the camp leaders.
El disc golf se ha vuelto parte de mi vida, man. No pensé yo, jamás pensé el impacto que iba a tener, pues básicamente un pedazo de plástico, ¿no? Decía, pues, ¿qué tiene difícil agarrar un plato y lanzarlo a una canasta? Hasta que realmente te das cuenta que a lo mejor no es el deporte en sí lo que te atrae o lo que te llama la atención, sino lo que viene abarcando el deporte, que son las relaciones con las personas, conocer nuevas personas, conocer nuevos lugares, man.
Okay, since the first time you guys came here, we've been working a lot. We've been forced to practice, forced to learn a little bit more about the sport, watch a lot of videos so we can also teach the kids that come here. We've had the chance to go to several tournaments in Mexico, in different areas, and get to know a lot of people. We wanted to see what it was, what it took to make a tournament. And we actually came back saying, I think we could do something like this.
I think that was really what made them fall in love with disc golf. You know, they had the joy of playing it, but going to this tournament and seeing the community and seeing what these other parts of Mexico were like for disc golf, I think it really sparked something in them to make them want to do more at their course. And they contacted us and reached out to us and said, hey, we're ready to build the back 9. We played this tournament and we want more of a challenge here on our properties.
Not everyone gets a personally designed disc golf course by Paul McBeth with top-of-the-line baskets donated by Dynamic Discs. And so we had a big conversation between our staff of, hey guys, we've been given a lot. What is our responsibility here? So that really gave us in the vision of serving and seeing how the front 9 and how people enjoyed that, but to have a little bit more advanced back 9, really gave us the motivation.
Ha cambiado mucho desde que vino la primera vez aquí la fundación.
There's now a back 9, and that back 9 is a tough back 9.
Once we got used to playing the front 9, we kind of thought, well, we got the distance, we got certain technical challenges it has, but we want a little bit more challenge.
Básicamente el front 9, a comparación del back 9, el front 9 nomás es un calentamiento.
The front 9 was designed for beginners and juniors and for them to share disc golf with their youth and their community here in La Paz.
The back 9 is in amongst the brush, much more in cactus and mesquite trees of the Baja.
The technical shots that are required on the back 9, whether they're anhyzers, whether they're throwing uphill, downhill.
Triple mandos, they have hazards, they have islands, they have all sorts of fun, unique things that they made this course their own in that way and made it a challenge.
Really, all those pieces and touches were from our ranch staff. Guys Lázaro and Pepe, Johnny, Beto, who even helped design some of the holes in coordination with Paul and those little pieces.
It was really cool to see how they've taken to it. And not only that, like going further, like there's so many more players here that are competing. From when it was just the people at the ranch at the time, now they have the next generation already starting.
You can tell that the entire team here has not just fallen in love with disc golf, but have taken a tremendous amount of pride in every part of disc golf that you need to take care of if you're going to have a course and you're going to run tournaments.
So for the Baja Open, first time I actually heard about the tournament itself was actually after the Paul McBeth Foundation. Some of the courses in Colombia and Guatemala had already hosted PDJ tournaments. I wanted to be there, but it just didn't work out with my schedule. So when I found out about the Baja Open, I was like, I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna be there. To know that I had a small hand in getting this course here, and now I'm here playing a tournament, which happens to be my first ever tournament in Mexico. End of the course early. Joey and I, we tee off at 11 for the MPO tee times. All three groups of us, so we get the course to ourselves. Joey and I, we got here Tuesday, and as soon as we landed at the airport, Pepe came and picked us up, and we went directly to the ranch. And we had enough daylight to get out there and play some holes, and Pepe's the tournament director, and he was telling us about the course, and he's like, hey, is there anything that we should do or get done before the event starts? They had string lined up, they had hazard flags out there, they had their island holes, their triple mandos marked. They were literally done with this tournament. It felt like, it was more complete than some A-tiers I've played. Some big tournaments I've played in the States. So to see that they were taking it that serious and they've done their research, and it's inspiring because, when you love something and you have a passion for something, others see that. And that's what we saw when we first arrived.
We wanted to have that feeling of a tournament with people actually spotting the hazards and the OBs, and to kind of give every player the whole experience of being part of a tournament. As official as we could. So we focus our efforts in making the course live up to the hype, live up to the expectations, try to make it challenging enough for players on different levels, and at the same time have a family feeling in terms of the location, giving food and having all the people coming way out here.
Everyone coming together here just seems like a big family, kind of big happy family, competing together, having fun together, razzing each other. And that is something I really appreciate of Mexico, just the relational nature and being competitive, but also having fun together and just a good time and throwing a good party together.
Luis played rec. He is actually Beto, Beto is one of the ones, the original people that really helped put the course in. And his little brother Luis just got into disc golf about 6 or 8 months ago.
Soy Luis David Martínez Gómez y vivo en La Paz, Baja California Sur.
It was a conversation we had before the tournament. He was not really confident in what he was capable of doing. I told him he would maybe win intermediate with the level he's playing.
Mi compa Luis nos dio una gran sorpresa. Tiró un round que la verdad que estuvo espectacular, ¿no?
No, pues como mis compañeros ya habían ido a otros torneos, mi expectativa era obtener un tercer lugar. O sea, mi expectativa no era ganar, era tener un lugar y divertirme, ¿sí?
¿Y qué pasó?
Pues gané.
¿Por cuánto, pues?
Por menos 23.
I think he saw things differently because he expected even the MPOs or the MA1s to kill this course, and they were struggling with the winds, they were struggling with the short putts, and he was making the putts and he was, doing what you do in a competition. So I think he's gonna come out different after this tournament. He's gonna believe in himself a little bit more, and you saw in his face the satisfaction of actually achieving something. I'm not sure if he has any other trophies in his house, because the school he was in before coming to the ranch has no sports, has nothing like that, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a special one for him.
Me dijo Paul McBeth hace rato, me dice, yo nunca había ganado una victoria, dice, ni desde recreativo, nunca había ganado un round un torneo con menos 23. Entonces ojalá y tenga un buen futuro en el Disc Golf Ruiz y pues ojalá nos toque verlo ahí jugando en el Pro Tour más adelante.
Mi sueño sería jugar un Pro Tour en Estados Unidos. Creo que ese sería mi sueño hecho realidad.
It takes me back to when I was a kid, when I first started. You know, obviously there's the emotion of joy and happiness for what disc golf has brought here, but it like takes me back because I used to be that kid. Like there was Luis, there was Saeed, there was the Kimberly and Melanie and Santiago and Micah and all these other kids that are well under the age of 18, just out there playing and just seeing, like, that's the next generation. They're already on their second generation of disc golfers here in La Paz.
As excited as we are about the sport of disc golf, moreover, we're excited and passionate about serving the children and youth. And disc golf is one of those tools that we can utilize, and a very powerful one. And the amount of hours and conversations we've had with particularly youth as we've played disc golf here is incalculable, yeah. And it just provides an excellent vehicle for just connecting with people on a relational basis.
They're all about serving the youth and helping the community here in La Paz, and being able to use disc golf as one of their pioneers of getting in touch with the youth and just being an outlet for some of them and communicating with them and getting closer to them. That, at the end of the day, is the bigger picture.
A lot of these kids don't have a lot of support in their lives. It's tough growing up like that. I think disc golf has given them a different perspective. To improve, you have to practice. To practice, you have to be disciplined. And the fact that they come here just to play, and then after we play, they have to go to school, I think that's a very positive impact, I think, in their lives. In my experience here in 4 years, I've seen a lot of depression in a lot of young people, which is heartbreaking for me. And to see those same depressed kids, which have been bullied in school or have suffered because life is tough, out here playing, meeting people from other cities, like the satisfaction of all the hours we've been putting into practicing and putting and stuff like that, and then watching them win or kill it like Luis, no? That was incredible.
Puede cambiar vidas, claramente.
To see the successes that they're having here at the Baja, and then, I mean, even the other projects, like seeing where they're going, it just, it's so fulfilling because I know I'm doing the little bit that I can, but then seeing what they take with that and do with it, that was my dream with disc golf.
If disc golf could open an opportunity for kids just to do something with their lives, I think that would be awesome. Because there's not many opportunities in Mexico to succeed or to use sports as a mean to achieve whatever in life, really.
I would want to say publicly and express again my thanks to Paul personally and his foundation, and I know all the people that are involved in that, and the platform that disc golf and his foundation has given us for the sport of disc golf, and what that is and what that means for people is very meaningful.
I can't thank our partners enough with these projects. And here in La Paz, Dynamic Disc has gone above and beyond, because not only have they helped here in La Paz and with the Paul McBeth Foundation, they've helped all of Mexico. And it just started with a small relationship to do the first project in this foundation, and here they are helping all of Mexico. So I just want to extend a thank you to them. Sharing disc golf with the world and being able to get into cultures and areas that have never heard of it or seen it is just, it's a goal of mine, but I also think it's the work that I want to do. I'm thrilled to continue to be a part of putting disc golf courses in places that may never have it without the help of the Paul McBeth Foundation. And I look forward to every trip that I can go on and every course that we install together. And I mean, the last thing I can say is anytime someone thinks about going and visiting one of these courses, like, they're helping that one more.